Today's topics, we have a little bit of overview of CADMATIC as a company. Then we go more into detail with what electrical is good for, what electrical, how we want to give you like a one solution for all the problems that you have as a one electrical ECAD software. And then in the end, we will talk a little bit about integrations with other CADMATIC tools and electrical. So CADMATIC was founded in 1982 as a software company, and since then we have become much bigger software solution provider. We operate on marine, process and industry, and building sectors, and we provide many kinds of software solutions to each of those areas. Our goal and what we want to provide for the customer is to be the perfect fit, so that we have suitable tools for everyone. So that we are we are a trusted partner for our customers, and we have a good support and global expertise for the areas that we are providing the software solutions on. We are very easy to work with, customer-centric company with strong values, and we have very good professional insight with our experts from many industries who are then helping the experts of our customers, so that there is a kind of this peer-to-peer interaction going on with them. We work closely with our customers and want to provide a very stable relationship with them. We work, as I said, we work in the marine sector, which is our biggest at the moment. Then we have the on-growing process and industry sector and building sector also, which is currently mainly in Finland, but we are looking to maybe provide it internationally also. For process and industry, we provide process design, 3D plant design, electrical and automation, information management, and then this digital construction engineering, materials and project management. For marine, there is hull and structure, piping and outfitting, electrical and automation, and of course the information management is present everywhere here. And for building, electrical and automation solutions. We operate in 16 countries. We have offices in 16 countries. Our biggest offices are in Finland and in Netherlands, and on top of those we have offices in many countries, little bit bigger and smaller. And then of course on top of those we have partners and resellers in other countries, more than 10 at the moment, and we are looking to expand that network also in the future. But that was a short intro of CADMATIC, and now we will look more closely electrical, which is the main topic of this webinar. What we want to offer with electrical is to maximize productivity. We have been refining it for over 40 years now, and it is based on our own CAD engine. It is not built on any other third-party CAD engine, but our own. We have very strong quality enhancing features inside the electrical, which we will look into a little bit later. We do a lot of, or we drive for intra and interdisciplinary sorry, the word is hard cooperation with out of the box integrations. We provide full spectrum from basic to detailed design and for all kinds of electrical engineering, and we also provide electrical as a tool that has many ways of working. So agile design, able to work however you like, and of course cost efficiency with our uh, one tool for many operations, and with a reasonable pricing, we are able to compete with our competitors. But let's look this with from the problem perspective first. So we have two very common problems that we can solve with electrical, which are present in almost every engineering office and engineering department at the moment. So fragmentation of data is the first one, and it ties a little bit to this second one, which is multiple tools for the whole process. In fragmentation, you have data that is changing a lot, and then if it is not automatically updated everywhere, the data can be fragmented, it can be different in other documents, and then this will create a lot of risk for errors and all that. And this can stem from the multiple tools, because in many cases the electrical CADs are very specific into this one area of expertise that they have, and then there has to be multiple tools for one process, because the tools can perform all the tasks. And when this is the case, then we have to manually bring the information between these softwares and these tools, because they don't communicate with each other necessarily. If they are from different providers, then usually they don't. And with this comes problems of extra costs, extra license costs, extra learning, less experts, because you can't really be an expert of everything. So you have limited time, you have to focus on something. And in all, it creates a lot of extra work. But as you can see in the visual there, we have electrical deliverables, automation deliverables, instrumentation deliverables, and when all these come from different departments, which they usually do, and if there is some kind of information break, or there isn't good communication, or there is a lot of changes coming in and all that, then the lack of cohesion becomes a real problem, and it requires a lot more work to upkeep the data so that it is same in all the deliverables. This can create a lot of delays in the project timeline, a lot of costs, extra costs in managing the changes, and also the error are very costly. The fragmented data type of errors are the most common ones in the engineering offices, for example. But with electrical, this isn't really the case, because we have one tool which includes all of these. So there is electrical, instrumentation, automation in one tool, and everything is under one database. So even though there are different departments working in this project, they are all working inside this one database. And with this, everything becomes simpler, because when they update things and they make changes into the components or something, all the changes will go to the database. And once it is in the database, the database will automatically update every document that includes this specific component or something, or a piece of text or anything like this. Because in electrical, there are no just pieces of text, or there are no pieces of line or something like this. Everything is smart, everything is connected to the database, and with that comes very good control for the project data, and all the data is very up to date all the time, let's say. So let's move a bit further to see a overview of what kind of features electrical offers. So I have talked about this full CAD platform, which is a total solution. We have everything in electrical, and it can be used in all the electrical tasks, instrumentation tasks, automation tasks, and all of them in this under one solution. Then we have pretty extensive symbol libraries, and if the symbol libraries need some more symbols that you have, or you have some specific symbols that you want to add, it is very simple to just make symbols, or buy some or hire someone to make symbols into the electrical, or you can then do the drawings and then create the symbol based on the drawing that you have just done. So the symbol creation is very simple in electrical. Then there is this automated ID management, which is very nice feature because it will automatically upkeep the IDs of the components and such. Intelligent reuse has been very praised and very liked feature amongst our customers, because it allows us to reuse the multi-line diagrams, for example, for from previous projects, or if there are one project which has many similar type of multi-line diagrams, then we can reuse them intelligently, and we don't have to do manual work to achieve the same result as with this. Then we have very nice generating functions. We can generate drawings from Excel, or we can generate them modularly. And these two features allow us to generate diagrams, many kind, and it will make workflow much faster and more efficient. We have good import and export functions from Excel. So if you have product models, any kind of data that you want to import that from Excel into the electrical, that is possible, and from electrical we can do the same into Excel. So this is very nice feature. Centralized data management. So we have very good database in electrical, which is the heart of the software, and inside this database there is everything included in the project. So there are all the components, all the component information, all the wiring, everything pretty much, and then everything is interconnected inside the project. So if there are components which have multiple occurrences throughout the project and throughout the documents, the database will be aware of all the occurrences, and when you change something, even if you open a layout document and then you change a ID of a switch or something, the ID change will be in the database, and it will be done in every occurrence of that device through the database. So this is very nice feature. Then we have automated reports and bill of materials, and this in this we can do automatically produce a cable list, bill of materials, component lists, all these kind of things into the Excel, and the Excel can be modified pretty much to look however you like it to look. So even though you are using CADMATIC product, you can produce reports and bill of materials with the exterior of your company and your logos and everything. And the information that you want to include in the reports is fully customizable, so you can put there whatever you like. You can do cable ID, cable length, cable type, and so on. And when you create these, they are also smart in a way that they are connected into the database, and if you do some changes and you then want to make sure that your reports are up to date, you can just make the change, and then through the database, the reports will also be updated. So if you change the cable type, it will be in the report, even though the report is Excel and not CAD document. And this has been a very nice feature also, which our customers like a lot. We have part management, of course. We have automated cross-references, which has been a very nice feature, and many people have liked it because when there is a diagram and you make a automated cross-reference, the cross-reference coordinates will be up to date all the time. So if there is a diagram reference and you change the coordinates of that reference, then it will automatically change everything and keep it up to date in the cross-reference part. So we will demonstrate this in the future webinar if you're interested also, and all of these features, of course. We have very nice navigation functionalities in electrical. So there is an overview of all the documentation in electrical all the time, where you can see the documents, you can see the components, you can see the cables, you can see many other things, and then you have very nice search functionalities in there. And of course, then we have separate navigation tools in the database itself, where you can search very nicely, or you can find a certain cable types, cable IDs, component IDs, everything. And they are very comprehensive, very easy to understand, and very easy to use. So it is very nice. We have mass editing inside the database in two ways. First way is to just do the editing inside the database, where let's say you want to change cables from some type to another, and you will just select the cables and then change the cable type to these ones, and then it will happen. Or if you want to put a running ID on these cables, you will select the cables, and then there is a functionality of opening them in Excel, and you can use Excel's text functionalities to make the running ID and then just bring it back to the database very simply. And these are just like the scratch of the surface of all the functionalities we have in the electrical, but we thought this would be worth mentioning and talking about a little. So there are a lot more. But a few words about since we have the puzzle pieces going on. So Electrical CAD in CADMATIC fits very nicely with our other tools. And in this case, there is the 3D and the PNID tool, which are the cable router in 3D and plant modeling in 3D, or the in marine case, the hull and outfitting. And PNID tool is the process design tool. So all of these have very nice integrations with each other. They are connected, and when you have multiple departments who do different kinds of work, some work with plant modeling, some work with process design, some work with electrical, they all can be connected now with this kind of tool package that we have. And when this happens, then we can ensure that the data is integer all the time. We can minimize the risk of errors in each of these disciplines. The data is always up to date, and the collaboration inside the project is on the next level. So this is something worth mentioning about. More of this a little later. But let's focus on the electrical benefits now. So total solution has been the theme of today's webinar, and it is a worthy theme because it is very handy to have just one tool for all the tasks of electrical CADs instead of having like 3 separate ones. Then of course the enhanced collaboration, not just inside electrical departments but also other departments such as the 3D and the process. And of course we have the information management umbrella on top of this all. So when there are many departments and many stakeholders in the project, they can all be connected in the project through the information management tool, our eShare. Then data integrity, improved project quality with this centralized data management, as we have talked about a lot of the database, and all the functions which tie in together for this purpose, so that we can have unified data throughout the project in all of the phases. Agile solution. Electrical is very agile in a way that you can work the way you like. There are not just 1, 2, 4 ways of working. There is a whole spectrum of ways of working however you want with electrical, and you can form your own workflow with electrical. You can start from whichever document you want and then work onwards from there. It isn't at all picky about that. Then, of course, elevating productivity. We have lots of automated features in electrical, lots of automated drawing functionalities, automated reporting, generation functionalities, and all that. So productivity with electrical has been our main focus for quite a while. Here is an example of the documents that are or the deliverables that we can produce with electrical. So there is the single line, there is the multi-line, cabinet layouts, arrangement drawings, of course, and the reports and lists. And if we look one step further, there is the 3D and the BIM functionalities. So and this 3D here is the electrical's own 3D, which we will talk a little bit more soon. But here are some examples of the deliverables that we have in electrical. So I'm not gonna go through all of them, but there are, as you can see, electrification, instrumentation, automation has their own documentation that we can produce with electrical. There are key single line diagrams, block diagrams, system architecture diagrams. distribution layouts, instrumentation layouts, field device arrangements, circuit diagrams, wiring diagrams, instrument loop diagrams, PLC, switchboard layouts, 2D and 3D, of course, and then cabinet drawings, panel layouts, a lot of different things. And we can make reports on each of these. So like instrument lists, device lists, cable lists, IOs, everything is included in electrical. And these, I believe also there are more than these, but this is just one big example of the things, of the deliverables that we can offer. But few more words about the BIM and 3D in electrical. So this is separate from our 3D tool. This is inside electrical, and its purpose is to be be able to do these collision detections, and then to be used in 2D and 3D view for many other purposes. But we have the IFC certification for import and export, as you can see there in the text. We can do the collision detection in 3D for, let's say, cable routes and railings, light railings, or these kind of things, and it will automatically show if there are any kind of collision going on between these. And we can also do the sectioning type of thing, where you can check just one slice of the building or the factory or anything, and then you can see what kind of a collision or cable tray things are going on there. It is very nice, and there could be a whole presentation about this feature, but this is just a little bit of intro for it. So we have 3 different kinds of packages of electrical, and the light is the most basic one, the easiest one, and it is the entry level one. So it has a very limited smart features. It has the draw is our CAD engine behind it, so that is of course there. But we have the symbol libraries there, and then we have various the document format support. But light is very simple to use and very easy to just pick up and start learning. Then we have the basic, which has little more automated features. In the drawing part, it has all the same features as light, but also a little bit more in the automated side, and it is a great tool for a little bit more advanced drawing. Then we have the powerhouse, the premium, which has all the features I talked about before. So the database in the center of it, the integrations with other applications, generation functionalities, BIM features, and of course all the document format support that was mentioned in the previous ones. In all of these three license levels, there we have determined that there is something for every user. So whatever is your purpose with electrical, one of these will fit your way of working and your workflow and your purpose for this solution. So the more information you can find on this in our website and in our e-store. So go check it out if you are interested, definitely. But now let's go a little bit more into the integrations part. So there is if we start from the electrical, there is a electrical CAD, which is there for all the purposes of electrical automation, instrumentation, and electrification. And then from when we move to the more broader side, there is the 3D tool, which has nice integrations inside the or between electrical. And then a little bit step further, there is the information management tool. And when all the levels are considered, we have a picture which looks like this. So there is the electrical where we started, and then there are a bunch of other tools that are connected with each other, and they all work in unison. When process design brings up the process documents, there are pumps, there are motors, there are things like this. They can be fitted with electrical information inside electrical. They can be imported and then drawn or used in electrical, and then they can be modeled in 3D in the 3D plant modeler, and you can then also do the wiring and then import the wiring into the 3D and then do automatically route the wires and the cables and everything inside the 3D, so that you will have all the very accurate length information of the cabling, for example. So all these work together, and then we have the eShare, which then is for all the project stakeholders. In there you can observe what kind of documentation there is in the project. You can go and see the 3D features, you can go see the electrical documents, you can go see the process documents, and then you can make markups, you can comment, all that. This has been designed to be the whole software solution package for each process. And we have these 3D tools for marine as a outfit name. Their name is outfitting, and there are same features as this plant modeler. So all the 3D functionalities tailored to the marine side. Our presence currently is pretty widely spread. We are working in many countries. We have customers, over 3,000 customers of electrical, just electrical. It's way more if we include other softwares. And it is currently 25 plus countries. So we have proven our value around the world already pretty a lot, and we will continue to expand in the future. We are constantly doing a product development to fit in the international markets better and better, and we have already done quite a lot, so we have succeeded in this. Then few words about the future. So we have next week a electrical technical webinar coming, which is highly recommended after this webinar, because all the features that I talked about of the electrical will be presented inside the software, and we will demo the software there in the webinar and show the features, how the electrical functions, how all the features work, how you can do different tasks with electrical, and what are the benefits, why electrical is so good, and what kind of automated features there are to help your workflow to be on the next level and be more efficient, be more connected, and so on. And for self-learning, we have provided already a lot, and we will continue to provide more self-learning material for all electrical users. There is, I think, in total 30 plus hours, but it's part of it is Finnish, so I don't know how much. It is 10 plus for sure in English, and all of that video material is available for all the users. We will make more videos, and with these videos you can start learning electrical on your own. It will start from very basic. It will show functionalities as if you were being trained one-on-one. So these are very valuable for all the users to learn more of electrical functionalities. Then, if you are interested, of course, we have 30-day free trial available at all times. This trial includes premium, basic, and light, whichever you want to use. And when you have this trial, you have access to the self-learning materials. You have access to the extensive guide, which is included in electrical, and you can start learning it on your own without buying any extra things. So make sure to check out that. That is all for today. I hope you enjoyed